Hey everyone, we are with a good friend of ours, Michelle Phan, who is taking over. I mean, you have this whole makeup lounge here, and all these girls are buying your makeup. How does it feel to have like your own brand of makeup?
Oh my gosh, it's weird. It's really weird because you dream of something and you never think it's going to come true, and then bam, it's right there. So I have to pinch myself every once in a while.
And I'm sure it's fun doing the commercials and everything, but what is it like to actually see girls purchasing it and asking you questions and stuff and knowing like, oh, these are actually the people buying it?
I never really care much about the purchasing part. I just want them to be able to touch something that I made. Not that it sounds weird or anything, but really, I think because, you know, I've been making these YouTube videos for 7 years, and I want to have something tangible that someone can hold and touch, and you know, it's makeup, it's beauty, and they're putting it on their face. So I really feel like I have this connection with my followers when they try my makeup product or when they buy it. It's like a part of me, it's a piece of me.
Let's say a girl is starting out and wants to check out your makeup line. What's a good like starter that they can purchase and kind of try out and see if this is something they like? Is there kind of like a starter thing, or?
You mean when they're first starting with makeup?
Yeah, like, you know, let's say a girl's going up and sees your makeup there and their mom only lets them purchase like one item. What would be like a good starting item of your line?
A good mascara or good eyeliner, because eyes, they make the biggest difference. You can get concealer, foundation, lip, but I've noticed that people are really attracted to the eyes. So I always recommend, if you want to start with something, try a mascara or an eyeliner.
I've seen a lot of interviews and stuff that you've done, and you're really hands-on with your makeup. What was the one thing that you maybe saw missing out there that you wanted to try different, or what was like a piece of you that you put into this makeup that you feel really makes yours unique?
It was my highlighting and contouring stick, and it was really inspired by my art background. So I did a lot of portrait paintings when I was in art school, which was my favorite class to take because I love painting people's faces, and I think that's also why I love beauty and makeup so much. It's kind of like you're painting on your face, it's a portrait. And there's this term, Italian term, it's an art term called chiaroscuro, and it means the play of shadow and light. It's kind of like very, very drastic lighting where you have the shadows and you have the light, and it creates more depth and dimension. And so I wanted to take that term and bring it into the beauty world, and thus the highlighting and contouring stick came to life, and we call it chiaroscuro, and it's the first contouring and highlighting stick that's ever been made.
Okay, that is a thing you need to go get in her line. I know Bing Chen, a friend of yours, is here, and he's just kind of like part of this Victorious app, and I know you're part of it. Can you kind of tell us what's going on with that?
Yeah, so the Victorious app, you know, I've known Bing, like you said, for a while, and he comes from the YouTube world, he comes from the content creator world, and so he knows our struggle, he knows what we need, and so he took everything he learned at Google and everything at YouTube and everything, all of his friends who are YouTubers, and he decided to go out and to create a tool that can help us, content creators or any brands who want to have a more direct relationship with their followers. So instead of spreading everything between Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everything is aggregated through one hub and one ecosystem. And so the Victorious app gives me the ability to really have this direct communication with my followers without having to spread myself out so thin on all these other platforms.
That's awesome. All right, last couple fun questions to get to know you better. What is the last movie that made you cry?
The last movie that made me cry? Like a recent movie? Or
it could be any movie. It could be like a movie that you're like, it was on TV and you hadn't seen it forever, but it was like the last one you watched that made you cry.
I would say The Fault of Our Stars. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That is even us men.
Tissue, yeah. You got bags of tissue for that.
What song comes on in your car and you are just like singing along, you're dancing, you're like having a great time?
Oh my gosh. Well, they're not really mainstream, but I love these guys. They're called the Underachievers, and they make the coolest songs, like hip hop, rap. And I really hope like one day they can become really big because their lyrics are so touching, and they touch. What I like more about what they do is that, you know, they rap about spirituality, which I think, you know, really relates to me a lot, because I don't want to listen to songs about, you know, money or like just saying like hoes. I'm just repeating like what I hear on the radio. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear about being enlightened, you know, like being able to meditate and being able to be inspired by the universe and everything. And so they're they're amazing. They're from Brooklyn. They make the coolest beats, the coolest beats, Underachievers.
And then lastly, if you were not doing all of this, what do you think your other job would be? Let's say none of this came through your life. What do you think you'd probably be doing right now?
Oh, I have so many backup plans, so many. Well, I think if I wasn't doing YouTube and I wasn't in the beauty industry, I would probably be either an illustrator or an animator or a storyteller.
Which are all very amazing jobs as well.
Yeah, and it's fun. I mean, anything that requires me to be creative is the perfect job because it's not a job, it's a passion. It's a passion project and it never feels like a job. And I don't want to put myself in a place where I have to wake up to do work. I want to wake up to play and to be inspired.
Absolutely. All right. And ladies, she gave you the best summer tip. Get that contouring and highlighting stick. Well, thank you so much for always talking to us. It's always good seeing you, darling. Make sure, real quick, tell them your channel so they can look you up.
YouTube.com/Michelle Phan.
Yes, and purchase her makeup line. It is here at YouTube. It's here at VidCon, but you can get in stores too. Tell them the
Not
line.
sponsored.
No, but I'm representing you, okay? If your makeup can make me look as good as you, then they need to buy it. All right, you guys, make sure you check her out. She is all over, and congratulations on the success.
Thank you, man. So good
Thank
to see
you.
you, man.